Hi, my name is Miryam Buchler, and I'm the Director of Early Childhood at Washington Hebrew Congregation. It is so nice to be here with you today from the comfort of your own homes. When I think about Yom Kippur and parenting, there are three lessons that I would like to discuss with you today. As parents, we feel the need and the importance to pass on to our children the traditions, beliefs, and values that are dear to us. Since Yom Kippur is known to be the Day of Atonement, how do we make of that day a valuable lesson for our children? How do we use this important day to teach to our children the idea of repentance and forgiveness? If you're a parent of a child in their first 5 years of life, chances are you have probably asked them to say sorry when they were part of a conflict, when they threw sand in the sandbox or pulled their siblings' hair. Researchers explain that for children, learning the meaning of saying sorry is a process, and the best way to support them is one, help them understand the situation and identify feelings. Second, by modeling. So going back to the question, how do we use this important day to teach to our children the idea of repentance and forgiveness? The answer is simple. You do not have to put all the pressure in one day. It will take more than a day to teach our children about forgiveness, and it is important to keep that in mind. The lessons on Yom Kippur don't have to stop on Yom Kippur. It is important to take the opportunities that arise at all occasions. It is important to remember that as we are our children's role models. Do you get upset when you're stuck in traffic? Maybe. Do you get mad because of work or personal challenges? Probably. Has your child seen you lose your temper? Most likely, yes. Did you ever have your child hear you reflect on those frustrating moments? Ask someone for forgiveness? Did you ever have a chance to say sorry to your own child? These are such key moments in our children's education. There is no more valuable moment than having our children witness parents reflecting and working on themselves. So speaking about forgiveness, it is also never too early to do our part and fight against racism and social injustice. Be mindful of the books you buy to your children. Be mindful of the toys, of the dolls. The dolls, do they show diversity? What about the TV programs your children watch? Do you seek experience where your child can explore diversity? So the second takeaway I would like to share is about the stories we tell our children. On Yom Kippur, there is a ritual called Yizkor, where we honor our deceased loved one. Another way to honor them is also by remembering them and by making sure how family stories live on from generation to another, from one generation to another. In his famous book, The Secrets of Happy Families, Bruce Feiler shared that children who knew more about their families proved to be more resilient. If you have not had a chance to read this book, I would strongly recommend it. So here are a few topics you can talk to your children about. The ups and downs that grandparents lived through, your family journey, the way your grandparents met, the way you may have met, the famous family recipes, the values that the families is known for, the stories that connect them to other family members. Bruce Feiler has a special term for it, Papamise. Does your child like math? Yes? No? Uncle Joe didn't like math either. Is your child great at spelling? Aunt Anna was part of a spelling bee. So finally, the last thought I would like to leave you with today is about the importance of cultivating a growth mindset. It would be really hard to be kind to others if we're not kind to ourselves first. For many of us, this year has been more challenging than ever. So while we reflect on our actions, let's also take the time to appreciate and remember the difference we have made in this world as well. Let's remember and emphasize the power of the word yet. When your child is feeling frustrated and say they can't tie their shoes or ride a bike, remind them that they can't do it yet. They will learn the power of perseverance. So I hope you all have a meaningful holiday and have a year of joy, health, and happiness. Shana Tova.